Today's book takes place in Virginia City, Nevada. It used to be a big mining town, but now it's a tacky tourist trap. Everybody dresses up like cowboys, and they all try to kill each other because they're a mixture of bored, greedy, and insane. Wow, that's a harsh assessment of the town. I'm gonna guess the people who live in Virginia City don't like this book very much.
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
The Hardys and Callie have come to visit their friends, the Prescotts. Ted Prescott has inherited a gold mine. A few pages in, the culprit tries to kill Ted by cutting one of the ropes in the mine shaft. The Hardys rescue him, with the help of Mike Wood the miner, Toby Flint the prospector, and Brandon Jessup the general store owner. The Hardys should save time and force these men into a police lineup now, but alas, Virginia City has an angry, unhelpful sheriff who refuses to believe anything the Hardy boys say. He'd probably get along great with the police chief in Bayport. The next chapter, the culprit tries to kill Ted by switching off his oxygen machine, and the Hardys see Toby fleeing the scene. There's a car chase here, and I wonder if the cover artist got the Hardy boys confused. Because if you look at either cover for this book, Frank's girlfriend is hugging Joe. Oh, the scandal! They visit the Prescott house and find a crook named Don Douglas inside. Douglas is searching the house for valuables, and he's obviously a thief, so the Hardys beat him up. Douglas is arrested, but sadly, he's engaged to the richest woman in town. The rich woman convinces the sheriff to let him go after 5 minutes. How'd she do it? Wave a $100 bill in front of the sheriff's face? The culprit puts a rattlesnake in the Hardys' bedroom, and the boys research the mysterious case of Jonas Middleton. 10 years ago, Jonas Middleton inherited the exact same mine as our victim. The culprit ran him out of town through sabotage and attempted murder, basically the exact same thing which is happening now. So, we know the culprit was an adult who lived in town 10 years ago. Technically, this solves the mystery here, because besides for the sheriff, only one person was an adult 10 years ago. Because most characters in this series are under 25. I'm 29, and now I feel profiled by the ageist Hardy boys. Later on, the book will reveal that Jonas Middleton is actually Toby. He was just in disguise. Nobody recognized him because he grew a beard. I didn't know beards make such great disguises, huh? The culprit tries to kill our heroes a few times, and the Hardys make an appointment to meet with the rich woman at 3 o'clock. When they arrive, the door's unlocked and the house has been ransacked. It's a setup! The sheriff appears and he arrests the Hardy boys for breaking and entering. Well, darn. Now the Hardys are in jail. Frank sets up hourly phone calls with Callie, but her phone line dies after 8. Frank goes berserk and he assumes she's in danger, so he breaks out of jail to go save her. Normally, I'd make a joke about Frank's big ego and how Callie is better at protecting herself than the Hardys are, but Frank is right in this case. The culprit sets the house on fire and tries to shoot the survivors. Hardy boys show up just in time to save everyone. The burned house finally convinces the sheriff that the Hardys were right all along. He helps them spread a rumor about secret files hidden in the mines. This brings the culprit out of hiding. The Hardys are watching in the mines, they see the culprit arrive, and they call the sheriff for backup, but their walkie-talkie chooses that exact moment to break down. Of course it does. The culprit's goons are Douglas and Mike Wood. They committed most of the crimes in this book. The main culprit is Brandon Jessup, the general store owner who showed up briefly at the start of the book and then one more time and then was never seen again for the last, 8 chapters. He explains his evil plan. He's trying to kill anybody connected to the mine because that mine interferes with his plans to open a Wild West theme park. Yes, that's the culprit's motive, a theme park. A half-dozen murder attempts, all for a theme park that doesn't exist yet. It would have made so much more sense if the culprit wanted the gold in the mine for himself, but no! We got imaginary theme park motive instead. I don't know what the author was thinking. Maybe they just couldn't think of a real motive, so they just came up with something stupid at the last minute and ran with it. I don't know. Anyway, Jonas appears and provides a distraction so the Hardys can steal the culprit's gun. There's a big chase scene, and the Hardys make a joke about how the culprits need to work out more. The end. Post-book follow-up. Really dumb motive aside, this is a well-written book. Every character serves a purpose, and I wish I hadn't returned the book to the library yet, because then I'd be able to look up that one chapter which is filled with great foreshadowing. The action scenes are okay. I skipped most of them in my recap because they don't really affect the plot that much. They're mostly there because the Hardy Boys need action scenes. Take the ending, for example. Great example. I liked when the Hardys were talking to the culprits and when Jonas was confronting Jessup. But the chase scene that took place afterwards? Not interesting. Skip. Overall, I liked the book. The action didn't hold my interest, but the story did, to the point where I'd like the book better if it replaced the action scenes with something else. I give Hardy Boys Casefiles number 49, Dirty Deeds, a 9. 9? What? No. I give it a 7 out of 10.